Hey guys, and welcome back to my Agrarian Skies Let's Play series. So I figured out how to mix steel. Apparently there's a change in the latest version of Tinker's Steelworks that requires the high oven to be at least one block higher to make steel. And the way this works is the height of the oven determines how high of a temperature it reaches, and to make steel you got to get to at least 2000 degrees. And so to get there, I would have had to raise it one more block, so I would have to make it 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high. I went ahead and made it 5 blocks high, just in case that was necessary, but I don't think it would have been. But yeah, as you can see, it's working really fast now. There's now 3 slots that I can place iron in, and it changes them into steel simultaneously. So that's really nice. So let's grab some steel and get started on this nuclear reactor. I also made some other changes since my last episode, and from some helpful hints off of YouTube to change these conduits over to redstone conduits to help supply a little more power to my ME system. It worked, but then I was a little short on power, so I had to make a couple steam dynamos, which then resulted in me being short on charcoal, so I finally finished off the second tree farm here and placed junglewood trees and jungle trees in it instead. Yeah, so this is helping with charcoal production. But soon enough we won't need that because we are going to nuclear power. Alright, let's get beginning. So I think the first thing that I'll need for the nuclear power is a lot of reactor casings. So let's make those. I'm going to need some Yellorium ingots, steel, and graphite. And this should make quite a bit. Oh, I probably have to change the positions of these. Sweet. We got a lot of reactor casings now. I'm not sure this will be enough, but we'll see. Okay, so let's go and set up the perimeter of this thing. At least get the first level set up, and then after that we can work on the additional levels. So this room is 13 by 13. And I want to make this a 7 by 7 reactor, which is fairly large. So if I do that, we got 13 minus 7, which will be 6. So we'll want 3 blocks on the side, which will be empty. So go like this, we'll leave 3, and then continue on this side. Okay. It's nice to have things centered properly. All right. And you know what? I'm going to grab the builder's wand to just make this a little smoother for the process. I should just stop putting this wand down and should basically just carry it on me all the time. Okay, I don't need that. Just fill in the whole bottom. I could have also filled the bottom in with reactor glass, but I'm not going to do that. I just don't think it's necessary for the floor of the reactor. We can put the reactor glass on the walls so we can see them, and maybe even on the top of it. We'll see when we get to that stage. So I'm going to want these now 3 high. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now to connect them. Cool. So the only requirement for the reactor casings is really on the outside frame of this thing. Otherwise, the walls are completely interchangeable between casings and glass, and even the various control units that you can put on the reactor. Okay, wow, I'm going to need a lot more steel and graphite, but luckily I'm already producing more, so that should work out fine. Okay, so this is going to be the frame for the reactor. I'm going to end up putting 4 fuel cells in it, I believe. Is it going to go like this? Actually, I think it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe. Yeah, that's the design I saw online, and it appears that it's like very energy efficient to do it this way. I could probably fit in a few more on the corners here. We'll see. Maybe I'll play around with something later. But for now, I'm going to go and make some more reactor casings, and also a whole bunch of reactor glass off camera. And then when we come back, we can finish off a reactor. I'll just show how to make a few of the casings quickly. I mean, some of the glass quickly. It's pretty simple. It's just like something like that. Let's look at the recipe. So at big reactors, reactor glass. Okay, well I need to use hardened glass, but yeah, you get the idea. Okay, well I'll make those components and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I finished the outside frame. I've filled it with glass on most sides, and it's time to produce the rest of the components and get this thing up and running. So we're going to need a few things, so let's check big reactors. Okay, reactor creative coolant port. Well, I don't think we need that. So we are going to need, okay, reactor control rods. So we're going to need 4 of these. We're going to need okay, a reactor controller, a power tap, and 2 access ports to make the whole thing. The rest of this stuff is not particularly interesting at the moment. But let's make the other components. So we're going to need uranium, a bunch of casings, and graphite bars, and redstone, and uranium. Okay, so reactor casings, uranium, redstone, and I should still have some graphite, hopefully. I do. Okay. Oh, I got something wrong already. Alright, what am I missing there? Okay, big reactors. Oh, the redstone's in the center. Okay. Cool. So we'll need 4 of these. So let's go put these into place. You know what? I'm going to go make some more graphite just in case I don't have enough. So we'll just take maybe 1 more stack of coal and throw it in here. Oh, okay. I had some extra graphite there already. Not a whole lot, but something. Alright, we'll go install the control rods. And I think we can install these from the bottom. I'm pretty sure they'll just, yeah, okay, they're automatically going to be facing the right direction. Cool. It says reactor controllers required at least 1. Okay. So those are the kind of the caps that go on the rods. So let's make the rest of the rods right now. Okay, and I believe that's the uranium fuel rod. Okay, so we need steel, graphite, and uranium to make these. And these are going to take quite a bit of steel, so I should grab some more that I've been making. And we're going to need 16 of these things. Yeah, these reactors are not cheap. Okay, so how much steel do we have? I think we're going to need 1 more steel. There we go. Or even more, maybe. We'll see. Okay. So, steel on the sides. Graphite top and bottom. And then uranium in the center. Yeah, so these reactors are not cheap. Oh, actually, we're only going to need 8. Good thing I didn't mix too many. That would have been a real waste of resources. Okay, so we'll throw these guys in. And I think these go right underneath these control rods. I've never made one of these reactors, so hopefully this works and we don't get some crazy explosion. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, and we're going to need one more piece of reactor glass in the center. Alright. I'm pretty sure you don't need the kind of control rods underneath. Let's hope not. Okay, I need to eat something. Let's grab some more toast. Okay. And now to make the reactor controller, a power output port, and import and export and import ports. I forget what they're called. Yeah, these guys, access ports. Okay. But first, let's make the reactor controller. Okay, so we're going to need diamond, 2 uranium, redstone, 4 reactor cases. That's not actually too expensive. Diamond, yellorium, and of course I think I may have forgotten what the last ingredient is. Was it redstone at the bottom? It was. Okay. Sweet. So get one of those. And what are the other 2 components? We need this reactor power tap. Oh, that's really easy. I can probably remember that. And access ports, which is piston and chest. Okay, so these things are actually all pretty easy to make. Piston. Oh, do I have chests? Of course I don't have chests. Why would I have chests? Do I have any just wood planks? Okay. We'll make some bunch of spruce wood chests. Cool. And I'm going to need to make 2 of these ports. One for input and one for output. Okay, and then some redstone for 1 power access. And I believe this is everything we need for our first passively cooled reactor. So let's put all these things in place. Gotta think of where I'm going to position all this stuff exactly. I think I might put the power tap right in the bottom here so we can just get power going straight out the bottom. We won't have any cables running around. Okay. Or maybe it has to go somewhere on the side. I'm not sure about that. Let's jump under here and see if we get a little access thing on the bottom. No, we don't. You know, I'll try it like this, and if it doesn't work, then I'll jump in the nuclear reactor and move it. Or I can just throw another one on the side, I guess. Hopefully that works. Alright. Controller will go right here on the center front, and then in the sides here we'll have the access ports, or I can put them, no, I'll have them on the sides, nicely balanced. Okay, so they're both currently set to input. Okay, so we'll make this one inlet mode and eject waste. Cool. And we'll make this one outlet mode, ejects, what does this say? Ejects fuel contained in the reactor, placing ingots in the reactor's access port. Oh, I think that's just a manual button. Okay. Cool. So yeah, last thing to do is to get the last piece of glass in place, and then I'm going to have to hop on top and fill this thing with coolant. Oh, okay. So it's talking about the power output. It's saying we can't place it there. That's okay. You can put it on the back. That's too bad. I'd rather like to hide cables. We'll just run on top here and throw it on the back of the thing. Okay, that should work now. Oops. Need the controller. Cool. And as you can see, the multi-block structure looks different now, and we have a fully set up reactor, which is really nice. Okay, so status is offline. Let's fill this thing up with coolant. Now there are a few options for coolant. The most basic coolant you can use is water, but doesn't work terribly well. Another good coolant you could use is liquid redstone. There's also ender, like liquid ender, or you can use gelid cryofume, which I might actually use because I don't really have tons of redstone or ender pearls at the moment. So let's see what we need for the cryofume. I forget how to make this stuff, of course. Okay, cryofume dust. So we need niter, bliss powder, redstones, and snowballs. And that will give us 2. Okay. Bliss powder you can get from bliss rods, or we can put redstone on a snowball. Okay, so this stuff's actually kind of expensive. It's going to take quite a bit of redstone to make. 2 pieces of redstone for 1 bliss powder, and 1 bliss powder for cryofume dust, for 2 cryofume dusts. So it's basically 1.5 redstone per cryofume dust. And how much jelly cryofume will that make us? Okay. Wow, not a whole lot. So let's do all this math here and figure out how much redstone this will use up. So the inside is 5 by 5 minus 4, so that's 21, right? So 21 source blocks. Oh, I think you actually only need to fill in the top blocks. Okay, so that's 21 total, because I think if it's flowing down, that works just fine. Okay, so 21 total. We only get 100 millibuckets. So that's, I need like 300 redstone, which I don't quite have to make this thing. So I'm going to spend some time off camera, probably get some more redstone, get this cryofume made, and when I come back, we'll fill this thing with some proper coolant and get everything up and running, because I think it's going to take me a little while to get all this cryofume going. Alright guys, let me show you the reactor. So I didn't end up filling it with gelid cryofume. I just filled it with water for now. We'll see how it runs. It's probably going to run a bit hot and waste quite a bit of fuel. The reason why I didn't use gelid cryofume is simply because I couldn't make enough. 1 stack of redstone ended up producing just this much gelid cryofume, which really isn't a whole lot. That's only 4 buckets, and I'm going to need 42 to fill this thing, because I do have to place it on both layers because it falls down when you place it. So that's going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to need to get quite a bit more redstone, which means really getting my bees up and running properly. Another thing I have to get running better is probably your Lorium production, because the amount of coal that I'm making right now just isn't probably going to be enough to keep up with your Lorium. One way I can up this Lorium production is just sifting more gravel, which I might do. Another way I can do this is by pulverizing blaze rods, which give you quite a bit more sulfur than you get from pulverizing coal. You get 5 times more for blaze rods. And that's entirely doable. what I'd want to set up is a monster grinder and a blaze spawner. And blazes are pretty easy to spawn. You just get a stone barrel filled with lava. These are crucibles, but I'd make stone barrels like this, fill them with lava, and then put angry dolls in and set up a grinder on top to grind that. But all that will have to wait till the future. For now, let's start up this nuclear reactor, and hopefully it doesn't blow up on us because we don't have the proper kind of fuel in it. Okay. So I'm going to just grab a few of these ingots and see how this goes. So we'll go over to the access port, put in the yellorium ingots, and you can see the fuel rods are now full, and we have fuel in it. Okay, I don't know if putting more fuel in will make it run better or not. Maybe we should check. Let's put it all in. Why do I have yellorium dust in here? It should be smelting up. Induction smelter. Oh, the induction smelter filled with sand. Okay, that's why. Cool. Alright, this thing is entirely hooked up at the moment. So if I put export bus here, it will place the uranium right inside as well. I want to click there. Okay. Ready to go. Let's turn it on. Wow, that heated up really fast. And it's getting pretty hot. I don't know if that's good or bad. Well, the core heat is up. Energy output. Okay, the energy isn't quite as high as I'd want it to be, but you can see it's starting to rise faster, and it's at 1,489 flux per tick. And as the heat goes up, that should also go up as well. Nice thing is these things have a massive energy buffer. So what I can do is just run this for a little while and then stop it once it's full, and that's one way I can conserve fuel. We see the millibuckets per tick are fairly high actually, and using a better coolant would help decrease that, I believe. Okay, well, we're producing power. So the next thing to do, oh, this is actually starting to go down right now. Yeah, so I really want a better coolant in this thing to make it run properly. Well, but that will probably have to wait a bit. Okay, we got to produce a whole lot more redstone to get this going. And keep an eye on the yellorium and see how much we're burning through. So at the moment it looks pretty good. Alright, so bee genetics for redstone production. We have quite a bit of bee DNA saved up, as well as quite a bit of honey. So we could actually get genetic machines starting to run fairly well. Right now we have enough power to power them as well. So there are a few machines that I'm gonna need to make for this. Quite a few actually. Let's just eat this stuff. Oh, you know what? I don't even know if I can do all that. I might need to do a bit of bee breeding. Might be getting a bit ahead of myself. Because I'm going to need serum vials. So we're going to need empty serum bottles. But to make these we actually need royal jelly. And we have no production of royal jelly yet either at the moment. So we got to do a bit more bee breeding. Okay. So the royal jelly you get from imperial bees. Imperial bees you get from majestic bees, which you get from noble bees. See, majestic and noble. So I gotta breed some cultivated with some noble to get some majestic, and then breed the majestic with noble to get imperial. So let's start up some of this bee breeding. Hopefully I have the right kind of princesses to do this right now. Okay, I have a cultivated princess, which I can use for this purpose. And I have a noble princess. Okay, so that should work out actually fairly well. I think I can get this done pretty quick. So we'll work with a cultivated for now, and then we're gonna want to breed that, bead that with some noble drones. And I have a few lying around here as well. I guess I probably should have been working on this royal jelly a little earlier. But yeah, there's other things to do. Okay, so cultivated with noble. That is definitely the way we do it, right? Let me just make sure. Cultivated noble, yep, or majestic. Cool. Alright, well, what else can we do now? There's still a little time left in this episode. This is going to take a little time. Maybe it's time to start getting some of this mob essence over to where we need it to go. Because this thing is just jammed up with mob essence at this point. I don't know why things seem to be lagging when I right-click on certain machines. Right now, that's something I'll have to look into. Maybe it's time to restart the client. But anyways, mob essence, I need 4,000 of that. Well, I have 4,000. So let's start piping that into the ME system. And this is actually not going to be very hard for us to set up at the moment, because I do have a quest that will help us with some of the components. So the quest is under it's not under forward hoarding, it's under go with the flow, I believe. Yep, and we need to do fluid management. So I need to make a ME fluid export bus, an ME fluid import bus, and then once I do that, I'll get the storage and a whole bunch more of these things. So yeah, let's do that right now quickly. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so the export bus, we'll need precision export bus, iron, bucket, and ME cover cable. And import bus, we'll need precision import bus, iron, bucket, and ME covered cable. She'll need some wool. I don't even know if I have some wool. I can go shear some sheep, make it from string. So I need to make a couple of these guys. So do I have processors? I do. Okay, so let's make 4 of the conversion matrices. Some iron. And I'm probably not going to have enough fluids dust, will I? Of course I don't. What about other kinds of dust? Well, I can make fluids dust at least. And we need nether quartz, certus quartz, and redstone. There we go. Like so. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now just some quartz crystals. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to accidentally make too much of this. Okay, and now cables and glass. And we'll make all 4 of them. Cool. And now for the import and export buses. So I'll make 2 exports. Okay, slime balls, because I don't have any sticky pistons. Cool. And 2 import buses. Sweet. Now for the processors to upgrade these, and I'm only going to upgrade 1 of each. Okay. And now buckets. Actually, let's make sure we have wool first. Okay, wool to make a couple of covered cables. Cool. Do that. That guy there. Buckets and iron. And then we are basically done the quest. Okay, so that's the fluid import bus and the fluid export bus. Sweet. That was fairly easily and fast. Okay. New semi-cable. Okay, I'm going to take a quick look at the nuclear reactor and see how this is going. So yeah, my coal is dropping fast. So we might want to go and just shut this thing off for a little while. It's almost full of energy. And we have quite a bit of Yellorium buffered in there. So let's shut this off temporarily. Energy's starting to go down, but it'll probably last for a little while at least, and might actually save us some of the charcoal while that's happening, because our charcoal is still dropping, unfortunately, which is strange with 2 tree farms. One tree farm is almost running at full, and I added a second one and it almost made no difference, which I don't really understand. Well, whatever. Let's go finish the quest and hook this thing up. Okay, which reward bag? Let's pick the middle one this time. Oh, we have to do one more. ME fluid storage monitor. Of course there's one more. Fluid storage monitor. Okay. Fluid level emitter, another covered cable, glass, and iron, and oh, that's really easy. Okay. Do I have a level emitter? No, I don't, but those things are a piece of cake to make. Okay. ME cable. Processor. And some iron. Cool. And I think I just need covered cable as well. Might as well make 2 of that. So what made it the fluid monitor? Oh, that was the lapis. Okay. And then it would just be iron and glass. So fluid level emitter. And then some iron and glass. And there we go. Cool. And I don't stop this on here. Whoops. Why is there no display? That's annoying. That's really strange. I expected I'd be able to see a screen on it. Okay, screen's pointing up. Oh, I think it's a little weird with placement. I probably need to put something behind it when I place it. Damn it, that's annoying. Oh, of course. Of course it faces that direction. Okay, this is a very strange block for placement. How do I rotate this thing? Oh, that's irritating. Okay, we're good. I don't know why that didn't work the first time I tried it, but who knows. Alright, let's complete the quest. Oh, fluid crafting. That better not expand after I make the fluid crafter. Let's just eat some more bread first. Okay. Fluid crafter. I don't see it here. I probably misspelt it, no? Liquid crafter. Ah, okay. Cool, it's this guy. Alright. Oh, this is easy. I think I actually have everything I need in my system, right? Maybe not the plastic sheets. But regular portable tanks. Plastic sheets. Some books. Easy stuff. We don't have the books, but we have paper and leather. Okay. Tanks. Perfect, I got 2 of those. And what else might I be missing? Okay, I have machine frame, so plastic sheets, and a crafting table. I don't have a crafting table. Funny enough. Okay, and what about the plastic sheets? Good. And a frame. Awesome. Let's just clear that. Crafting table. Books. I need 2 tanks. I can't remember for the life of me what goes in the bottom. It's probably like reception coil. Oh, pneumatic servo. Okay. See, all those pneumatic servos that I removed from my item ducts from the previous TE storage system I had going into these barrels are almost all used up already. Okay. Claim reward, middle. Yes. Sweet. And let's see what's in the reward bag. Ooh, spiked sword. Oh, that's not bad. The blade is made of paper. That's interesting. Well, I guess what I'd want to do is get this thing, oh, it's stone bound and jagged. Will those cancel out on a sword? That's something I'll have to try. So I'm going to have to damage the sword and see if the damage increases on it. I'd like to remove the stone bound property, which would mean finding the piece of the sword that's made out of stone. And since the hilt is green, I'm guessing that's the cactus. So I think what I'm going to want to do is take the rod and replace that with something else to lose the stone bound trait. And then replace the blade with something to replace the paper, because I'd rather have it made out of some material that'll do more damage. But yeah, this might actually be I might actually be able to make this into a pretty good sword. We'll see. But for now, let's set this stuff up. Okay. So I think I can put this cell directly into my ME drive. Cool, that worked. Okay, and now we're just going to want to import from the mob grinder. Okay, and I will set that up. I do have ME cable, sweet. Can I sneak some down there? No? Okay, I'm gonna have to run underground, I guess, to finish it off. Fluid import bus, sweet. And now to just take a quick trip directly underground. You know, I can probably just No, I'm gonna run underground this way. I'm gonna connect that, and I'll see you guys back at the ME system in a second. Okay, guys, and it's done. I have my mob essence in the system. And for those of you who don't know, the way you get the display on the fluid storage monitor is you take a bucket and you put some fluid in that bucket. I built a fluid terminal for this purpose, as well as just to see all various fluids. And then you take that bucket and you just right click it on the access terminal like you would for items in an item terminal. And then that will put the display there. Alright, well I guess it's been a pretty productive and long episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I can't get in this chest anymore, can I? Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, and next time when I come back, maybe we can get started on some of that bee genetics finally and up this redstone production. Oh yeah, look, check that out. Completely out of coal, as is right now. Alright guys, thanks for watching.